Basilisk
Try to
killing,
keep up.
exploring the wilderness a little bit. Basically trying to get experience.
Fair, mate.
Yaxir the Seer. You are a light entering darkness. You are a seeker of truths. You are more than you realize. The seer has spoken it, because the seer knows the fear you harbor, the fear you shall yet become. In the lair of the basilisk, you will find a spleen gem. You would do well to bring it to me. Take your gem. The spleen gem. Indeed then, you are more than you appear. Someday you must journey further through the muck and mire of this place, for it will tell you as much, or more than all the fabled Candlekeep. Like yourself, this city is more than it appears. There are cities below cities, dreams beneath dreams, the last laying buried beneath the crushing weight of the present. Go now, wanderer, for the time will come when you must walk through the darkness, find the light. That's basically free 1000 points of experience.
It shall be even bloodier than you hope.
Okay, unexpected. This didn't happen in the
There he
original
is,
game.
just as Sorum described, a slave of the Hated One.
Dark Moon Monks. So I guess we got Sarad's quest. Our mistress shall be pleased, and Sorum shall have his robe.
Slay the Sun Soul and those who stand with him.
Be careful, friend. Some of these people are the same who attacked Gamaz and me in Katla.
Sarad. Rasaad. Almost the same thing. I can't recall Rasaad's name or the sorcerer's name. For some reason, they're entirely blank to me. Pretty much 30 seconds after I read their name. They don't really have much of a presence, and we have had no real interactions with them. Rasaad and Bela. Be something. Okay, 2 monks, no, 3 monks. Are they all the same? What? They probably have similar special abilities as this one. They should be fairly capable by that standard, so let's try paralyzing them. See how that goes. Gotta paralyze something.
Feet erect.
Nice pose for the woman.
This will not be a quick death.
Well, it's relatively quick.
Glad to meet you, friend.
Those strikes, the sinuous manner in which they dodged. Those who attacked Gamaz and me in Katla were not shadow thieves. They were Dark Moon monks. They must have tracked me here.
What do they want with you?
One of the cult's principal goals is the eradication of the Sun Soul monks and all worshippers of Selune. They will not rest until their dark purposes eclipse our efforts. We must stop them.
Okay, what do you propose I do? They must have some kind of a piece of paper. Yeah, it's the only thing they have. Dark Moon Note. An agent of the most hated goddess has been observed within Baldur's Gate. It appears that he is alone, so killing him will be easy, although Rasaad has on no occasion been alone. In the Blade and Star Tavern, speak to a prospective acolyte named Soren. He will provide you with a description of your target. Seek out and slay this agent of Selune, and bring his body to the shrine. I will brook no favor, nor will the mistress of the night. Signed A. We actually just came from there. Are you gonna talk to me?
It shall be even bloodier than you hoped.
warehouse is probably where the basilisk is.
Don't come in here. There's a basilisk loose. Get out while you're still able.
How did a basilisk get into a warehouse in the center of the city?
Corporal Hin and his adventuring band, the Merry Fools, captured the beast a few weeks back. It was to be transported to Waterdeep to be shown at a carnival, but the thing woke up from its magical slumber before it was supposed to. Not enough talk, run.
No. And it's a greater one. Excellent. Dorn is petrified. Didn't I... What did I do? Protection from evil. Well, it's almost the same thing, isn't it? Shit.
Eh? What do you want?
Yeah, I don't actually have protection. Why did I... Yeah, I never... Did I... accidentally remove the spell somehow? No, you can't with a sorcerer, so I just... misunderstood... I don't know what the fuck did I do. She can cover us, no problem.
It shall be even bloodier than you hoped.
The only thing it'll try to is going to try to do is petrify me, so basically worthless opponent. $7,000! Holy shit! I thought it was 3,000. Okay, that's definitely going to go basilisk hunting.
It shall be even bloodier than you hoped.
I think we're gonna go with Rasaad's side quest. Because I'm like 90% sure we just came from the inn he was talking about. Late in stars.
Try to keep up. It shall be even bloodier than you hoped.
Soren, right.
Who do you think you are, busting in on me like this?
We know you send your Dark Moon allies after us.
Dark Moon? I don't know what you're talking about.
Rasaad, would you care to do the honors?
While I abhor unnecessary violence, perhaps I can make an exception in this case.
All right. No need to get rough with me. I'm not the one you want. As it turns out, I do have a line on a group of Shah worshippers in the city. You leave me alone. I'll tell you where to find them.
I don't think we can trust this guy, but at the same time I'm not sure if we could trust him after we beat the information out of him. Either way, it's unreliable. What do you know?
There's a cult that calls itself the Dark Moon. They've been in Baldur's Gate for less than a year, but they're always looking for new recruits. They're pretty rough characters, so yeah, when they asked me about your buddy Rasaad, I told them what I knew. A while back I saw him in Nashville. Then I spotted them again here in Baldur's Gate. They have a safe house over in the Seven Suns building. I can show you the way if you meet me there tonight.
Why not right now?
What do you want? They worship Shah, the mistress of the night. When else do you think they'd get together?
I think we're gonna go there right now.
All right. If that's the way it's got to be, what can I do but go with you? You're holding all the cards. All right, here's the place, just like I promised. Since you've been so good about not killing me, I brought you a present. The key to this building.
Yeah, it's a trap. But if I would have given him time, I think they would have had more time to prepare for me.
Try to keep up.
You have done well, Sorum. Your admission to the Order is now assured.
I suppose I've this one to thank. Be sure to give him some special gratitude.
Is this how you repay us for letting you live?
I thought I was in when I found your sun soul, pal. But you screwed it up. Consider this your way of making it up to me.
Again, I was in a perfectly valid position here where my fighters were able to defend me, and now I put the mages up on front. The fighter is protected by all the fucking weaklings, and I hate the designers of these encounters. And this is an enhanced edition encounter, so fuck you whoever made this. Just why leave the formation alone? They are doing cold damage. I don't know what that effect is. Neither does anyone else apparently. Ooh, they have a cleric there. Right. That sort of explains it.
Try to keep up.
The cleric. Okay, at least we have a somewhat
It
secure
shall be
position here.
even bloodier than you hoped.
I just thought it's better for us to just rush in there and try to find a new defensible spot than try to get the ambushing position to work for us somehow. And sure enough, it worked out just fine.
You be quiet. Sorted.
Sorum's note. Remember, Sorum, your acceptance into the Dark Moon Brotherhood depends entirely on whether you succeed in luring the Sun Soul Monk into our trap. Bring his broken body to the new temple in Cloud Peak Mountain to claim your reward. Welcome into the dark embrace of the Mistress of the Night. There your training will begin. Okay. Oh, at least we have a place to go. It's like normal stuff. Yep, he's crap.
Let us journey to these cloud peaks and face the Dark Moon cult. Alone I could never defeat them, but together we have a chance to put an end to their murderous campaign.
We'll sweep by the Basilisk region at the same time.
While I will never forget Gamoz's death, my desire is not for revenge. I wish only to stop the Dark Moon from claiming more victims. What do you say, my friend? Shall we pursue these assassins to their den?
We shall. Their evil will not eclipse this land while I'm here to stop it.
Your words give me courage, my friend. I thank you.
If I had a cleric, I could just remove that. I can remove a lot of confusion effects, things like that, I think. From confusion, people might.
Be direct. Try to keep up.
Uh-huh.
Gonna have to rest anyway, so no reason to be too frugal with our spell casting. Just deliver some crap on them.
Be gone. It shall be even bloodier than you hoped.
What the fuck? It's probably Wild Surge. Slowed. What else? This is not slowed. Yes it is.
Your wish?
It looked like a summoning spell effect.
I'm gonna work out some anger on you.
Try to keep up.
I think this is less of a
Try
slow
to
and
keep
just
up.
frame rate reduction on my own guy. Looks ridiculous. The frame rate issue might actually be exactly what it is. They've just cut it in half. But, yeah, it returns to normal.
I will listen.
The
For now.
entire movement is sort of a warped
Selune
in
guides my hand.
I'll
with
do
the
it.
boots, so it just looks terrible.
It shall be even bloodier than you hoped. It shall be even bloodier than you hoped.
Yes. So, we have a job to do. Also, you have a... Well, there's a couple of ways to do this. I think we want protection from petrification. That seems like a more sensible choice. At the same time, I will keep the blind spells, because we can always blind the basilisk, so it's easy to take down without any real risk after that. So it could be more economic to have some blind spells instead of a huge amount of petrification protection spells. Whatever. Cloud Peak Mountains. I have no idea what. It's a separate plan.
You have been waylaid by enemies and must defend yourself.
Of course I have.
Spit it out.
My training did not prepare me for such extended activity.
My exceptionally hard physical training as a monk did not prepare me for physically straining activities.
You take much time to talk with people we could more easily sweep from our path. You cannot trust their words, only their actions.
Sometimes it's easier to talk than fight. I wouldn't say it like that. I'd like to say sometimes you get more by talking than simply just fighting.
That may be true for some, but not for Dorniel Khan.
We have weird options here. I don't know, you're pretty articulate for a half-orc. I don't want to say that because it has the for a half-orc portion to it. I don't want to go there. I love it when you talk about yourself in the third person. It gives me the chills. That's just fucking creepy. Then shut up and let me do the talking. It's unnecessarily blunt. I suppose I'll still take that, because the other two are worse.
You dare talk to me like that? You put yourself in danger.
I'm not in danger. I am the danger.
Yes, you are right. You alone could defeat me. That is why I choose to remain with you.
Horrible dialogue. But still enjoyable dialogue. What's your name? Be something. Bela. Bela. At least I start to recall Rasaad's name, because I actually had some kind of interaction with the guy. Bela. Hello, wolf. Yeah, Bay. Wolf. Okay.
What is it this time?
Going to go on a killing spree. I'm doing this the wrong way around. We should start debuffing with the people who are in the back, so when they start to lose it, I know that soon the front row guys will lose it too. Now we have the point man losing it first. Exact opposite of what we want. Don't really matter. We're going basically just bulldoze everything. We don't want to talk, we don't want to waste time, we just want to hack them to pieces. There should be others besides the basilisks here though. But nothing too dangerous. Come on, come on. Hostile party.
Hey Lyndon, look over there. We've run across some travelers. Hey there, my name is Kyrian. Me and my bots are an adventuring band. They look to be the same, except a little worse for wear. Still learning the ropes of the business, eh?
What are you talking about, little girl? With much more experience than the ragtag band of yours you call an adventuring party.
Really? Come on now, let's be real. Look at yourselves. The bunch of you have about as much style as a pack of chipperlings. The way you call yourselves, pathetic. All you are is a bunch of hicks who slapped on some armor and weapons and decided that they could be adventurers. It's real sad.
Okay, so we're gonna be fight.
That sounds like a challenge. Hey Baron, Peter, Lyndon, I think these little pipsqueaks think they can take us. Oh boy, you just moved into the big time. We're not some small town geek adventurers, we're water Davians, born and bred. Maybe you want to rethink your earlier statement?
I think you psychopaths need a good lesson, and we'll be the ones to administer it to you.
Oh, and what kind of lesson is that going to be? Are you going to paddle my rump with a big fat sword? Hey guys, let's take these chimps out.
This is a little bit inconvenient.
This will not be a quick death.
It's not gonna be a... I don't think it's gonna be a death period, so... Yeah, we ended that fight before it properly began. Holy crap, they had some decent stuff. Level up. Doesn't look like the stuff we're getting is anything real interesting or good, but it's passable. More importantly, we're here for Basilisk murder spree. I'm going to waste my time on this. There we go. Lesser Basilisk. How much do you get from a Lesser Basilisk? 1,400. Yeah, I didn't think the jump to... I think this is just 3,000 for some reason. 7.
This will not be a quick death.
Not sure why I thought it was 3,000. Well, it is what it is.
You rang?
I rang. 2 level ups now. But we're in a hurry, we don't have time to level up. The petrification protection isn't gonna last forever.
I'm gonna work out some anger on you.
There aren't a huge amount of basilisks in a map like this, but we should be seeing just a couple greater and a couple lesser ones still. Bear.
My turn to save the day.
Get over here. Not be a quick death.
Move it, move it, move it. Mira is in a bit of a bind now. Just 2 damage. Any kind of a critical hit or lucky shot of some kind and she's gone.
Try to keep up. This will not be a quick death.
Possibly frosty. Death!
Another knock spell. I think I'll hold these on as scrolls. Occasionally, too far away. Occasionally we have a lock container of some sort and we don't have the way to open it. So a couple of scrolls should see us through.
Flaming.
I'm gonna work out some
Possibly
anger.
frosty. Death.
We could release the statue, but I don't think I have a scroll that can do that. Mutamin. Could you interrupt him before he can do anything really? Would be
Speak and be
great.
gone.
There we go.
Eat flaming. Or possibly frosty. Death.
Doesn't look like he has anything really valuable.
Try to keep up.
Gibberlings, really?
Or possibly frosty. Death.
Be more. We're definitely on a timer now.
Flaming. Or
Might lose the
possibly
protection at
frosty.
any moment.
Death.
This will not be a quick death.
Chartiel. Original game companion. And we're losing the protections. Nice. Good saving throw, improvements, chance to hit improve, and more spells, but first level spells. I mean, seven spells to choose from. That's pathetic. They're all turbo spells. I'll take the entangle. At least I can see that being useful at some point. Alternatively, detect evil. I can't see entangling being useful really for my purposes. Well, I can see detect evil basically has a single use as far as I'm concerned, and it's a quest use for in Baldur's Gate for a paladin quest more or less. So yeah, I think we can safely say we're not gonna have use for it. Shilleg is worthless, so entangle at least has a potential use. What do we have? We have charm, detect traps. I think we want the bark skin just to have it. It's the only buff spell I can really see being useful, and we can't always just have the equipment we have now. For example, at the start of Baldur's Gate 2, we're basically going to be on our own with the spells we have. So bark skin in situations like that, and with a lot of characters after that, will actually have a use. So yeah, I'll take that. Third level spell. We had summon insects. Never really used that. It's not the spell's fault. It's the fact that I can achieve the same effect through the instant disruption ability of the monk. So this will just be totally unnecessary in most cases. It's either cure disease or cure medium wounds. Blindness, deafness, and feeble mind cured. The reason I'm hesitating on this is because 4th level has the cure poison, and I think it pretty much covers all of this shit anyway. At the same time, I'm not 100% sure. I think we need more healing at the moment, and then we need these ability debuffs. Debuff removal. I'll take the cure disease though, because that's the role I've chosen for this character. So if he can't fulfill that role, what the use is he? Not much. So
Just let the others do the killing. There could be still basilisk somewhere. I might as well take a look. I don't think that's going to be much of a problem.
We know one fight.
Sorry chum, but you're a ghoul and we're adventurers, so we're going to have to kill you. And don't look surprised, it's all by the book. I knew I gotta level up at some point.
I'm my turn to save the day.
You must be loving this.
It shall be even bloodier than you hoped.
Fourth level spells. Yeah, we're gonna get to level 9. Excellent. Maybe invisibility. 2 webs is also a bit too much because we have another guy who can add to the webs. So what exactly do I want then? Mirror image maybe? It's in a top spot. It would allow Mira to drastically increase her survival. Emotional hopelessness. If the opponent isn't undead, it's by far the best thing. Minor Growth of Invulnerability has great uses, but it's also very situational. I'm not sure if I want to take that as a standard spell. Hold Undead. No, don't remove it. Hold Undead. Not a bad one. But we would have to know when to expect those. It's better chosen spell though, because we have Paralysis Wands, which will not work on the undead, so why replicate the effect of Hold Person through spell, which we can already achieve through wands. Right. It's about to... Dawn is about to
What
break.
is it this time?
Still think there's at least potential of having basilisks here, so I'll take the rest of this.
Try to keep up.
One of these 2 guys will be the one to encounter the basilisk first. But about that, they're by far the fastest. Tasseloid. What the fuck are Tasseloid doing here? Tasseloid are nothing. They're pathetic.
Ooh, I'm gonna work out some anger on you.
Salted. I will listen for now. It shall be even bloodier than you hoped.
Yeah, I think we're pretty much done here. There could be something there or something there, but I don't have all that much high hopes for it. Relax Tower. Cloud Peaks.
Waylaid by enemies and must defend yourself. You rang.
No one rang.
It shall be even bloodier than you hoped. Try to keep up.
We've been here but not really fully explored. Doesn't matter, just want to move past the area. That's gonna be tricky. How do you reach the eastern edge of the map? Maybe the southern edge? We might as well take a quick look at the blacked out areas. Maybe a minor detour at this.
My training did not prepare me for such extended activity.
Cloud Peaks traveling 12 hours. I think I'll rest here.
We shall hold here.
I don't
Let
know.
me guess. You have been wondering what the smiles of my former companions meant after the massacre at Barrow.
Yes.
Rather than silencing the pleas of the fallen, my companions turned their weapons toward me. We need a scapegoat, Simeon said. And we think it should be you.
Why you?
I could have cut down any one of them, but together they overcame me with spells and the strength of numbers. They left me unconscious among the dead.
You didn't answer the question.
While I was awaiting execution in a Luskan dungeon, I came to understand Simeon's plan. If the local lords believed they had captured the leader of our group, they would cease their pursuit. Simeon left me behind to wear the mantle of the Butcher of Barrow alone. My true hatred was born on that day. I swore revenge on them all. For a month I rotted in that darkness. My ears were filled with the chittering of rats and the curses the guards heaped upon me, and their hatred only fed my own.
How did you escape?
Be silent. You asked for this tale. Telling it reminds me of the rage I felt in those days, so do not interrupt. Listen carefully, because I will tell the rest of this story only once. My hatred for Simeon and the others ran deep. Deep enough that something outside this world felt it. A cruel and powerful entity answered my desire for revenge. This outsider offered me a pact. In exchange for the power to break loose of my bonds and wreak vengeance on my betrayers, I would become his champion in the mortal realm. The souls of those I slay feed his hunger. Once I made the compact, it was my turn to make my captors suffer. Bursting out of my cell, I slew all who stood in my way, pausing only to give special attention to my tormentors. Whispering to me from his distant world, my patron led me to you. He foresees great things for us if we continue to fight side by side.
Fair enough. Yeah. Dorn turns on me, I'm in deep shit, because I have nothing to replace him, and no one can stand against him in melee combat. I suppose I can paralyze his ass, but that's about it. Saving throws are fairly good too. I've made sure that's the case.
Try to keep up.
Dark Moon applicants.
Try to keep
The
up.
worthy, who have already begun their training in the temple above. And then there are you worthless wretches, the feeble, infirm, foolish, and disobedient.
Mercy, Master! We came only to serve Shah!
Silence, worm. You could not even cross the Nightingale floor without waking the guard. The Mistress of the Night has weighed your shadow and deemed you unworthy.
It isn't fair! The trials were too hard!
So says the most craven of the applicants. You lack the courage even to attempt escape like the others. Your cowardice sickens me.
They shall not remain free for long. After we have dispensed with you, we will scour the peaks. They will wish the ice trolls had found them first.
See how the servants of Shah treat their acolytes? They even prey on their own.
Look, my brothers. Intruders. Slay them in the name of Shah.
Are these gonna turn on me too?
It shall be even bloodier than
No.
you hoped. This will not be a...
They're sort of worthless though.
I will show you justice. I will show you justice.
Weaklings, most of them. Decent arrows.
You saved our lives, stranger. How can we repay you?
Renounce the worship of Shar.
You are a true hero. May the light of Selune ever guide your path.
Thank you. You've given me a second chance, and I won't waste it worshipping that whisperer in the darkness.
Good. Now go and leave the rest to me. We have gained an item. Who exactly gained what? Was the potion explosions item? I have no idea. Suppose we should follow the tracks to get where we need to be. But let's explore everything else first. And there's the tracks. It's neutral. Have fire arrows.
It shall be even bloodier than you hoped.
Yeah, they're throwing oil my way. A lot of fire attacks. This is not an actual cave.
I will show you
not
justice.
be a quick death.
Eat flaming, or possibly frosty, death!
Still tracks to follow. I think they're all more or less going to lead to the same thing though, but
I will show you justice.
right, show me justice. What exactly was your plan in coming here?
You must be loving this.
Monks are okay, but they're definitely not good.
Eat flaming, or possibly frosty, death!
And more anti-troll weaponry. That's quite a lot for what appears to be maybe 2 trolls. 3.
I will show you justice.
Also, they were talking about ice trolls, but these are snow trolls. They're not the same thing. Ice trolls are, I think, literally made of ice, and you don't need fire to finish them up. But can come to us.
My usual panache, I assume.
This will not be a quick death.
These are a little bit better. No, they're the same rubbish ones.
Ooh, I'm gonna work out some anger on you.
I'm a bit surprised how people they are, because you need to get to Baldur's Gate to be able to come here. So you are expected to be at least an okay level group at that point. These are way below our what they should be to be able to challenge us in any way.
must be lions.
Eat flaming, or possibly frosty, death!
It shall be even bloodier
At the
than
same
you hoped.
time, I think the problem here is not necessarily they're too low level. I think the problem is that they're monks. Higher level monks would be much more dangerous. They're in the inconvenient spot where they don't really have full access to their good monk abilities and benefits, but at the same time, they still suffer all the negatives, not being able to use good equipment. So they're not particularly impressive at the moment. Ooh.
Stand back and watch
Swords
this.
trials have eliminated the weak and the foolish, the clumsy and the craven. The winnowing leaves only you, the worthiest applicants for Shah's dark favor.
Gamas! In a shocking twist that shocked no one.
Today, you enter Perumbra, bearing not just your body and mind, but also your soul to the mistress of the night. As you train in the darkest mysteries, you too will hear the whispers of the goddess. Believe me, her words bring no comfort. Shah does not coddle the infirm or insubordinate, but to the worthy who obeys, she grants strength and power. Far more power than that wielded by our hated foes, the servants of the moon. What? Who dares intrude on our sanctuary? Can it be?
You talking to me?
He is talking to me. Gamaz! My brother! How is it you still live?
Yeah, the problem with this is that they made Rasaad made too big of a deal of Gamas in his story, and it was really odd the way his death was handled. So they were basically giving huge signs, warning signs, that this is how it's going to go. So I suppose it's the one thing problem with using tropes is that everyone can see it coming. So I hope you didn't plan on anyone being surprised by this or having some kind of a dramatic moment, because yeah, not gonna happen.
Rasaad? Why have you come here after leaving me to die in the streets of Akatla?
I did not wish to leave you, brother. The city guards arrested me. They told me you were dead, slain by the shadow thieves.
I see that you have learned to lie, Rasaad. Perhaps you too are ready to hear the whispers of Shah. I will share them with you, just as Alargoth shared them with me.
Alargoth, haven't we heard that name before?
Alargoth found me on that street where you left me, Rasaad. Rather than leave me to die, he took me into his shadow. But not to coddle me. Instead, he showed me the cold, hard truth of our existence. He showed me how I had grown weak under the tutelage of the Sun Soul monks. He showed me how my own brother had made me weaker still. Only power stands between us and destruction. Had I been strong enough to destroy my foes, I would have needed no help. Now the Shadow Weave grants me the strength my body lacked. In the Umbra of Shar, I stand alone, with no need of help from others.
What about all of these minions of yours? I don't suppose they'll stand aside while we take you apart.
You have been misled, Gamaz. There is no truth in Shah, only lies. What this Alargoth calls power is only a trap to turn you away from the light. Do not turn away from me, Gamaz. You cannot kill me. I am your brother.
Yeah, I don't think that's all that great of a strategy, if that's what your plan is.
That is true. I cannot kill my brother.
So you're gonna use others to kill him. That's good. You've taken a first step away from the lies of Shar.
Applicants, kill my brother.
In a shocking twist of shockingness. Right, so they're packed there fairly tightly, so that's interesting. Be a shame if something happened to them.
I shall commit to the task.
It shall be even bloodier than you hoped. Get over here! It shall be even bloodier than you hoped.
Well, 3 healing potions for everyone, I guess.
It shall be even bloodier than you hoped.
Initiates, monks.
I'm gonna work out some anger on you.
I'm not seeing anything all that special from them. Okay. Too many people are getting involved in this.
Be direct. It shall be even bloodier than you hoped.
Ooh, I'm gonna work out some anger on you. Ooh, I'm gonna work out some anger on you.
Next.
It shall be even bloodier than you hoped.
Do this the old-fashioned way. Dorn kills everything.
Ooh, I'm gonna work out some anger on you.
Rather, we just skip the small talk. I get right.
I don't think the initiates have all that much loot, but we might as well take what they have. Crap. Whole magic missile.
Neither. Rather, we just skip the small
Try to keep up. It shall be even bloodier than you hoped.
Some kind of an altar. Just out of curiosity, how trapped is the altar?
I'm on it.
Somewhat trapped. We don't have the. I can detect but not disarm. Okay, that makes sense. Or am I just lacking the
I am prepared.
necessary? Yeah, I don't have the very skilled button, so I can only detect traps, not disarm them. That's why I didn't take the detect traps. Detect trap skills earlier. It's a waste of my time.
Speak and be gone. It shall be even bloodier than you hoped.
Selune guides my hand.
No minor
It
traps
shall
with
be
the
even bloodier than you hoped.
chests of the initiates. Nothing worth it mentioning, really.
Go on then.
Try to keep
I'm expecting their boss to put up a decent fight. Fuck. Traps, 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 but I can't really do anything about those.
I will show you justice. I will show you justice. No. No.
It shall be even bloodier than you hoped.
Decent amount of spells. Potions, potions, potions. Not spells. Decent quality too.
It shall be even bloodier than you hoped.
Fairly promising.
Gamas, listen to me. Shah has seduced you with lies. The power she offers is only the power of destruction. You know this to be true.
Yeah, who would want the power of destruction?
It was the Sun Soul monks who lied to us. But Alargoth opened my eyes to the truth that lies in darkness. Now that I have opened myself to the Shadow Weave, my powers have grown far beyond those we learned in Kalimport.
How have you forgotten all of our lessons? Dark sorcery can only destroy, not preserve. The promises of Shar are as empty as the void of her heart.
All promises are empty, Rasaad, and Shar offers none. She only demands our obedience. In return, she grants us the power to exert her will throughout the land.
You do not need such power, Gamaz. In the Order of the Sun Soul, you were always the strongest among us.
You lie again! Do you really believe I never noticed how you held back when sparring against me? Say it now, before your new friends. Deny that you pretended to lose to me in every contest.
I...
Go on, Rasaad. Tell him the truth.
I cannot lie to you, Gamaz. During our training, sometimes I did withhold my full strength. Winning always seemed more important to you than it felt to me.
Somehow, I always knew. Only now would I have freed myself from the bonds of light. Can you finally speak the truth to me? But now, it is too late. Unless, strike down your new companions and bow before me. Prove yourself worthy, and I shall admit you into the shadow.
Don't listen to him, Rasaad. Gamaz has given in to evil. You are stronger than that.
I have no desire for power that serves only its wielder. I reject the lies of Shah, Gamaz. I beg you to do the same.
I embrace the night and all the power Shar offers. Destroy Destroy them, minions.
I wonder what's it like to work for a guy like that, referring you to as minions constantly. And I'm guessing loyalty is not really a thing in this organization. Emotion hopelessness. We're gonna go in there and keep them focused on us.
All right, but not because you told me to.
This will not be a quick death. I will listen for now.
I will show you
Not
justice.
be a quick death.
Flaming!
I'm gonna work out some anger
Frosty!
with you.
Death!
Well, a healthy amount of healing potions and nothing else. This girdle looks like a strength increasing one. Incredibly valuable if it is. Could be something else though. Big Fisted Belt, Strength 19, Intelligence 6, may only be removed by Remove Curse spell. That's actually very good for a lot of characters. The thing is that there's a huge jump in strength, even 18 and 19. So it would fit Rasaad quite nicely. I mean, I don't see any major downsides to him. And difference between strength 16 and 19 is massive, absolutely massive. So let's see, chance to hit is with this weapon 11, damage is 6 to 13. 8, 12 to 19. I think we need to buy remove curse scrolls in case I want to switch things a little bit. But for now, better this way. Rasaad is actually a very good addition to the melee group. Previously he was sort of worthless.
I look forward to your instruction.
Rather, he was more useful through his interruption ability than his fighting capabilities. Thorn covered that finally. Now they're both good.
Try to keep up.
Thorn is still better. Fuck.
Selune guides
Be
my hand.
direct. It shall be.
Yep.
Your wish?
You rang. Go on then.
I am prepared.
Spit it out.
What exactly do we see here? Jasper Ban, Bazzano, and the bat.
It shall be even bloodier than you hoped. This will not be a quick death.
I will show you
Flaming!
justice.
Or possibly Frosty.
I will show you justice.
Mr. Black Bear going to pick a fight? I will kill Mr. Black Bear.
I'm gonna work out some anger on you.
That is quite suspicious to me.
I'm gonna work out some anger on you. I will show you
Just be a quick death.
Wait! One of these riddle cages sets off a deadly trap.
If you open the wrong cage, we'll all die horribly.
You don't know which cage is trapped?
Don't answer. You know the rules.
The moment either of us answers a question, the cage blasts everyone in the room.
And why aren't you dead?
No one has had the courage to open a cage yet.
If you open the right one first, you can free us both. I, for one, would be very grateful.
After we tell you these rules, the magic of the cages lets us know which one is trapped. But it also forces one of us to lie, and the other to tell the truth.
Oh, fuck me. This is a riddle. Which one lies and which one tells the truth?
The hard part is that you can ask only one question.
The really hard part is that we don't know which of us must lie or tell the truth until the riddle begins.
And after one of us answers your question, the cages prevents us from giving it to you.
Yeah, you could just load and fight all. This sounds hard. This thing has been in quite a few things. I just don't recall how you do this. Who exactly is doing the talking? Alright, this will be easy. Is it? I can't load save as long as these guys are here. Okay, let's look at our attributes. Who has wisdom? You. You have the wisdom? Jesus Christ. Didn't know we're in this much trouble. We have a potion of insight. I'll take it just in case. I don't know how the game handles this. It might use my stats for this. Or not use stats at all.
Salted.
Come on, just save the thing so we can get on with things.
I'm on it.
Ask me the right question and free us both.
Is your cage the one that's trapped? Is the other cage the one that's trapped? Which cage will the other prisoner tell me is safe? Okay. That's a terrible question. If I ask the other... yeah, that's a terrible question. Which of these cages is not trapped? Well, I feel like the answer will get convoluted then. Or rather, the ability to follow the logic.
Or is it about the question? What type of answers can they give? Can I ask both once? Or can I ask a question? Fuck it. Well, I want to ask a yes or no question. Probably yes. Is your cage the one that's trapped?
Yes.
Does that help us in any way? Because I don't know if he lied or not. No, I don't think it does. I need to talk to the other guy. So maybe the which question is better if I can only ask one guy. Yeah, I don't see how this would really help us. If he's telling the truth, then that's trap. If he's the one that lies, then that's trap. But it doesn't help us in any way differentiate anything.
Sorted. Ask me the right question and free us both.
Which of these cages is not trapped?
The other cage.
Which of these cages is not trapped? That's not trapped. Okay, what exactly...
Right, what's this then?
Ask me the
But
right
the bigger problem is not exactly the answer, it's the... how we need to answer... We need an answer that would allow us to somehow deduce which one of them is the liar. If I ask the other prisoner, will he tell me the truth?
No.
Okay. I think that's the question you should ask, not anything about the traps. Because we need to... But then I only know which one is telling the truth. What exactly were they telling me about the details of this? I can't interact with the other guy. So we'll only get a single question. Right.
Sorted. Ask me the right question and free us both.
Which cage will the other prisoner tell me is safe to open?
My cage.
Okay. So. So this is basically a logic puzzle, I guess. I'm not sure what the question would be. But we need to get some kind... I think this might be the question, because we need to get some kind of information about these guys and the doors. So we have something to determine which guy is lying, so we can value his answer. Which cage will the other prisoners tell me is safe to open? This is my cage. So are you telling me that the other cage is safe to open? We assume this guy is telling us the truth. Then the other guy's cage would be safe to open. and this guy's the liar. So he wants to tell that one. We assume he lies, and he's telling the truth. And we'll go with that one. Not even open anything.
It shall be even bloodier than you hoped.
Thank you. Now kill that Dark Moon spy before he kills one of us.
No chance of that. Now that I'm free from my cage, you'll never see me again.
Should have struck while you had the chance. Now there's no telling where he'll pop out from the shadows. No. I'm sorry. That's not fair. You freed me, and I'm grateful for that.
Who are you?
My name is Jasper Banff. I served in this place when it was consecrated to Tempest. But my brothers and I heeded the summons to join our god's avatar in Battledale. I saw that the Dark Moon monks slaughtered those we left behind and claimed the temple for their dark goddess. Before I could escape with news of the desecration, they captured me. I must go tell my brethren of the atrocity these Dark Moon monks have committed against us. Unless you need to know something else.
Who was the other prisoner?
Basano was one of the Dark Moon monks. He said their leader, Gamaz, imprisoned him for some minor infraction. But that ploy didn't fool me. He was a spy who hoped to ferret out my purpose in coming here. I must go tell my brethren of the atrocity these Dark Moon monks have committed against us. Unless you need to know something else.
That's all I need to know.
By the Foehammer, we shall have our revenge against these Dark Moon monks. Assuming you leave any alive. Good luck to you, friend.
Try to keep up.
You must gather your party before venturing.
We finally get a decent fight going. And we're stuck.
Beloved brother, when we were boys, you only pretended to look up to me. Since that day, the Sun Monk caught me stealing. You have only looked down on me.
No. I knew you did it as much for me as for yourself. I understood that you...
You understood nothing. I was the elder. After father's death, it fell to me to be the strong one. But even in that, you mocked me, holding back whenever we competed at the temple. But that was before Allergoth introduced me to the Shadow Weave. The path to darkness is almost the same as the one taught to us as children.
One thing amusing about this enhanced edition content is that a lot of the side characters seem to be actually very competent voice actors. Especially Mira's voice actor though seems like she's not. She isn't god awful terrible, but she isn't good either. And some of the side characters seem to be fairly competent. So I just wondered why they went with those particular voice actors for the main ones.
No. I do not believe it. You have been deceived, my brother. Turn away from the Umbra's false promises before it is too late.
Listen to your brother, Gamas. Rasaad knows what he's talking about.
The shadow of Shar is far more potent than the light of her pale sister. Now I call upon the power of sorcery, as well as the skills we learned together. Even with these new friends at your side, you cannot hope to defeat me. Minions, slay my
No, Gamas. No more hiding behind your minions. If you wish me dead, you must face me yourself.
I have no brother. You are alone, Rasaad. Alone for these last living moments. Minions, deal with these others while I destroy this Sun Soul fool.
I never agreed to anything.
Try to keep up.
Let's go with the buff approach this time. Some hopelessness mixed in. That's a good combination. Not that we can do all that much else. And that's pretty much the end of the fight, I think. We got one.
I will show you justice. I will show you justice.
I'm gonna work out some anger on you.
Your wish?
I will show you justice.
Heat flaming! Possibly frosty. Death!
Holy crap. That's how it is. Just want to throw shit at my back. Oh, whatever.
Boss. I am sorry, brother. As the silver moon waxes and wanes, so too does life. I take some solace in the fact that I die.
Rasaad, I'm sorry that it had to come to this.
Thank you. This time, I thought my brother was dead. But misfortune brought us together again, only to prove he was lost to me.
Important to remember, Gamas was lost in darkness long ago. Today you finally gave him peace.
The weary old moon holds the new moon in her arms until she too must sleep. Death brings both sorrow and relief. Thank you for the reminder.
+2 chance to hit. This will buy Rasaad. He has better. No, not really. Better damage, but not chance to hit. I suppose I can give it to him. That's it? Shrug.
There's no reason for us to really fight.
Aid me.
Asano.
I am prepared. Silule guides my
Flaming!
hand.
Or possibly
Why
frosty.
can't I move
Death!
properly?
It shall be
I
even
look forward to
bloodier
your
than you hoped. Try to keep up.
It's another rat. So we're still missing Bela's quest, but I don't think we've even initiated anything with Bela yet. I wonder what even starts him up.
It shall be even bloodier than you hoped.
Where did we arrive to this map? Somewhere around here anyway. Where to next? I think maybe, well, we could go explore more Baldur's Gate. The thing is, it's sort of a tedious thing to do if you don't have a goal for it. Basically, if you don't go and do something, that meantime can take a lot of time otherwise. Maybe net you a handful
We
of
shall
quests.
hold here. You look tired.
Casting spells isn't as easy as I make it look. I'm tired.
There's room there for something. Although there's room everywhere for a little bit of something. It's hard for me to even think of anything that Bailoff could be related to. Suppose something. There's really nothing Underdark related here. Not all that much magic related either. Olga's beard would have, but the only thing I can think of. I don't want to go specifically looking at my hunches that are based on nothing. So, I think we're just gonna rest up. At the same time, I'm not sure if I want to go to the wilderness for no particular reason. There are a couple of areas we could go explore. I just don't think there's anything particularly interesting in them. So Durlag's Tower is probably one of the toughest ones. Werewolf Island I think is more troublesome because in Werewolf Island you absolutely have to be able to take down, well, I'm not actually sure about that, but there's a very powerful, very high immunities, high regeneration rate opponent that has a huge amount of hit points. You might have to kill it. So also magically resistant. So it's not something you want to go take challenge on unless you have a high level characters with good equipment. Temporary boosts also would be great. So that's something I'd like to push back a little bit. Relax Tower might be appropriate. It's a long run through trap-filled hellholes. Also a lot of different enemy types, undead, shapeshifters, probably one of the toughest things too. I don't know. I don't know. I don't care. I need some place to rest. Close to level up. Nowhere near level up. Nowhere near level up. Nowhere near and very, very close to level up. We should get access to 4th level spells on him. That's all he'll get access to. He might get an extra spells to choose on the 4th level, but not 5th level spells. Try talking to Bela. Not sure if I can, but has he ever mentioned something?
Sorted. Speak and be
Can't
gone.
do that.
It shall be even bloodier.
So, a lot of crap. Still, we get a decent amount of cash out of
My
it.
training did not prepare me for such extended activity.
I forgot to report to Taris what happened to her husband.
Have you tracked down Hagar yet? Do you know where he's gotten himself to?
Well, I don't know for sure that one was Hagar, but all of the people with Krill made an untimely demise.
Oh no! I can't. Oh, Hagar must have been among them. I know it. I know he left me, but... Oh, poor Hagar. How did he die? Please, tell me.
I wish I could choose a little bit different from our options. Yeah, he passed away peacefully, but Krill, the woman he followed, was responsible.
Maybe it's better that I don't hear the details. Thank you for your help, but I must leave this place. I need to be alone.
That was an outright lie, but I
It
didn't
shall
really see any
be
good
even
in telling
bloodier
her
than you
truth.
hoped.
Bodies exploded into skeletons. Not sure how I could sell that to the woman. That's something she's not gonna freak out about.
Try to keep up.
Although it was fairly awesome, but yeah, I don't think he would be understanding. She. Right, I don't know where to go next. We're so close to a level up, I'll do whatever it takes to get that. That's pretty much it. Then we'll start something bigger. Probably some of the expansion content. No. Baldur's Gate has a couple of minor things that are sizable quests still. Well, not necessarily sizable quests, but important ones. A little bit of a pre-arrangement before you set out on the final series of quests that lead to the game ending. So we could do those. It's a little bit of a warm-up, but we would definitely get the level up. After that we can go for the expansion quests. There's 3 of them, they're all fairly, well, not all fairly sizable, but challenging enough, I suppose, compared to what the game has offered so far. Maybe Palevale or Lara's Wood. This is where we found the guy, Bailoff. Maybe there's something there that would allow us to basically get something going with him. I don't know.
It shall be
That's the only
even
thing
bloodier
that's
than
really
you
holding me
hoped.
back. If we can get that done, I'll just basically wrap up the main quests and wrap up the game. As long as we get over 100,000 experience points, and I think we can easily get much more than that if we do the remaining quests, I'll be more or less just pleased. The amount of experience you get from the game will basically jump drastically in Baldur's Gate 2. So even with a 6-man party, you can expect to reach the maximum level cap or experience point cap. You basically go through the content, and there's no need to do that, not even remotely. So I'm not worried about that.